BuildTools Scheduling, it comes equipped with a complete Gantt chart functionality. So we can see a list view of all of the phases working towards one active build with a clean Gantt chart view over on the right-hand side of my screen. With a Gantt chart, the benefit of creating these critical paths is really eliminating a lot of headaches in terms of multiple updates and edits, text messages, phone calls to our subcontractors. We can then have a nice clean view to see how phases are working towards one another, but when we run into any type of project update, delay, or need to make a schedule change, it becomes very easy for us to just shift one tile, one phase, and have everything connected, automatically updated. Now that'll update automatically in your view within BuildTools so we can see how those changes reflect. However, it does not automatically update our trades. The next step would be getting into publishing a schedule. And by publishing a schedule, what we can do here is see who do we want to update and what type of messaging would we like to say. For instance, my subcontractors. We could get in the habit of publishing a schedule every Monday morning as a quick update to everyone that's on the schedule within the next 7 days. If we've made a substantial scheduling change, the other option we have is sending out notification for all of the resources that have experienced a scheduling change. By selecting a notification option, we can also tailor an exact messaging just to a particular group of subcontractors. If we want to go a level further, we can update our clients with separate messaging and update our internal team all with one schedule change. This allows you to update everyone that's a part of one project with one schedule update. In addition to our Gantt chart functionality, we also provide a baseline tool. The baseline tool is a great way for you to learn and get a better understanding of why you're ahead of pace, why you're behind pace, and start learning from the jobs you've completed. With the baseline tool, we're breaking down each phase of the schedule, referencing the initial estimate or projection against the most active schedule. So now we can see how start dates changed from a baseline version to a published version, and ultimately how did that affect the overall progress of the job. In addition to just seeing where days are added, we can also enter in any relevant notes or reasonings behind why that schedule was changed or why it has been updated. In addition to the baseline and the Gantt chart functionality, we also provide a calendar view. Now this is project specific, allowing us to see everything that's working towards one active build. We can view monthly, we can view weekly, or even daily. And in addition to just simple schedule phases that we're pulling from the Gantt chart, we can also have visibility towards any upcoming items, meaning meetings, tasks, selections, service items, change orders. Any feature within BuildTools that you can apply a due date towards, we can also have visibility on the calendar view. When we are thinking about tasks and phases and items that work within a project schedule, there are a couple different ways that we could compose these within the scheduling tool. You're not just limited to one group of scheduling phases, for instance, foundation. You also have the ability to indent and go a third tier. So if we had 4 or 5 sub-items within demolition, we would be able to create that grouping, but provide that visibility on the Gantt chart view. If you prefer to have some separation between what is a task and a to-do versus what is a line item of the schedule, we can utilize our tasks feature to create that separation, but also have it work side by side with that schedule. If we reference pre-drywall inspection, this is likely a task that's working side by side with the schedule, but it's nice to be found in a separate location. So as we're creating these tasks or to-dos, we can assign these to multiple contacts, multiple resources, provide an exact location, description of work, and we can even get to a level of categorizing what type of work that is. When it comes to due dates, rather than giving that task a fixed due date, we can be strategic about that and start linking it to an item of the schedule. For instance, I could say, this needs to be done 2 days before the start or finish of the drywall installation. The benefit about creating that link between a task and the schedule line item is if we make any updates to the schedule, the system automatically knows to update the due date of the task. It's just one less thing to think about and one less thing to update when we are going through those daily schedule updates. If we need to go a level further on task management, we can also reference our checklists, and these could be to-do items as we are walking through the job site, or if we're assigning any items to our subs, to our clients, or to our internal team. And this is going to provide the functionality of manually marking off each item as complete or incomplete.